point that out, but that was a softball. It feels good. Sadly, that it's been that long. We talked about it the other night, actually, an opportunity lost, but to get a little bit of carryover, and you wind up winning a tough game late, game that we probably should have put away, but once again they amped up their pressure, and they're masters at it. Draymond he's smartest defender out there, and he has the ability to play the game within the game. He knows what he's doing, and he's an unbelievable defender. So with his technique and physicality, it got under our skin a little bit. It disrupted us quite a bit, but to make plays down the stretch when we needed them, once again, that's an opportunity for guys to show what they're made of. So I was pleased to see us, grit it out.
How did you withstand the pressure this time?
I think, we had that bit of a run, turned the ball over quite a bit in that stretch, but then we calmed down a bit, and it helped us stay organized. At that point, it was a steal foul game. Guys stepped up, made free throws, and we were able to get enough stops, to win it. Corey was great. He got going early. He's shooting the ball with confidence. I know he's had a couple of rough games, and he comes in and gets extra shots. So it's not a mystery that he comes out and has a terrific game tonight. But just he's not shy. He's not afraid of the moment. And I know sometimes when you miss shots or you start that little self-doubt, you start overthinking it. But he's got enough confidence. He's put enough time to trust himself, and he stepped up. Oh, it's invaluable. Minutes in general. But, now you got to guard frontline guys, and there's nowhere to hide, so it's trial by fire, and it's not always going to, be good. But you can't simulate any of that. Those marquee matchups, those type situations, playing, a starter or, certain guys, and now you're switching onto an all-star caliber player. That's a tall task, and it's a good thing for him to have to go through that experience.
Yes, I know you hate to see anyone give away, for example, on a technical foul, from a gesture toward a referee, etc. But what did Kristaps' reaction with a foul on which he was called for kind of signaled to the rest of the guys, if anything, about how important he thought this game was?
Well, I think it's very emotional regardless, and sometimes you feel that you're getting the short end of it. You look at the free throw disparity, especially in the first half, and you feel like you're not getting a fair shake, whether you are or not. It's a physical game, and I think he let his emotions get away from him a bit in the moment. But the fact that he could get past it, and we didn't lose ourselves. We've seen those type games where teams pressure us, teams may be fouling us, they're ultra physical with us, and now it becomes us versus them versus the officials type situation. And I didn't think that happened tonight.
Is there anything to respect, still kind of getting to know each other, having been paired with Kristaps and having that familiarity?
Oh, sure. I think there's a natural familiarity from their years past. They have that synergy and connectivity, which is good. He already has a feel for where KP wants to be, how what spots he wants to be in, the rhythm of the pick and roll, when he's going to pop versus roll, all those little details. I think as the rest of our guys get a feel for him, Sato has an advantage because he's played with him. So it doesn't necessarily play out, but you can feel it. You can tell that there's a synergy between that tandem.
Regarding how well your team shot in free tonight, is that a product of paint touches many of them came off of, or anything that put those shooters in the rhythm?
A lot of it, I think. You have to look back at the tape, but I think we've seen that, and it showed. We talk about paint threes, or that happens through a lot of ways. Anytime you ignite a trigger, whether it's a roll, a cut, in transition, a rim run, all those things are they're more in rhythm. And when we shoot those type threes, more often than not, we have good shooting nights. The fact that we also had another 30-plus assist night, 44 field goals, I believe 33 assists. So that ratio is incredible. And I know you got to make shots to get the assist, but that means the vast majority of those shots are of high quality.
What's this? 7-3 at the elbow create opportunities for skip passes.
Yeah, it's just the way we drew it up. And that's where, once again, his size and, he's able to see over the defense. And it's a heck of a play. They brought a double team right back on him. We weren't spaced correctly. But to your point, because he is 7'3", he found the weak side corner and, he stepped up and made a big shot. So those type of plays were, really good players bail you out of tough situations. He's going to continue to do that for us. It was pretty good compared to the other night we played these guys. Gave up 18 threes. You could argue they missed some that they would ordinarily make. I thought we had a little bit more urgency. At times it wasn't perfect, but we did a better job with switching small actions to take away the quick catch and shoot looks, trying to top and keep those smalls coming up the floor. So just having gone through it, not even 2 weeks ago, there's a little bit more carryover as far as game plan, a little more understanding. And I thought we were able to execute it better.